大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩漫威午夜之子。好，我们前一个部分卡在这个主线哈，那后面应该是要打那个绿巨人浩克啦，就是班纳博士。那因为卡在这里，我制定战斗也不能打，所以我也是憋了很多天哈，因为没办法，最近实在太忙了，然后有的时候能玩的时间一点点，又不够录片，就变成像这个样子。卡在这边痛苦啊！好，那我来说，我们这个的阵容组合是蛮烂的哦，就平常都不是我觉得很强的。那这三个凑在一起，我觉得是剧情上有意为之啦。对，比起让你在初级画面告诉你就只能选这三个，不如直接给你个世界把你带过来。好像也不能说他有错，说实在的，所以我觉得我勉强可以接受这样的配置啦，那就看不然我们就用暴怒，然后用场地伤害，看能不能多击杀一些好了。啊，很好，演出还是很帅哦。这样都弄不死他。好吧，控一只也好。
Good work。
哎，刚好把那个狙击的弄死，狙击那可以秒人哦，所以这样刚好。
Let's see if you can keep up. They were not prepared for us.
嗯，抽不到什么太强的牌，好吧，这回就这样吧。
We have the upper hand. No retreat.
They're under attack. Hey, that hurt.
Targeting systems active.
Of all the possible intruders, this is the last group I would expect. I suppose there was a high probability that the hunter would be drawn to this location. But you two? What were your names again? Nancy and Margaret?
Okay, now he's just messing with us.
啊，把盾牌破掉吧，太痛苦。
As they say, it gets the job done.
哎，这样刚好。
You had your chance to. Hell that. How invigorating. Your time has come.
Tracking movement. Regroup at position Tango.
Do not push your luck.
I'd be careful where you wave your staff, or swords, or whatever other enchanted LARPing weapons you brought into my facility. The modifications I've made to the Gamma Accelerator have rendered it quite volatile. I wouldn't want you to be hurt. The Mind Probe is far less reliable when the brain is damaged.
Tony Stark was right. You are moody.
Remember me now, Brucey?
I'm starting to, little punk. Which actually explains a great deal about how this visit came about. Far too amateurish an operation for Carol, or even Tony. It's not the how I should be focusing on, but the why. You're not here for the Gamma Accelerator at all, are you? No. The truth is far more delightful. Of course it is. Well, by all means, then, have at it.
What is that?
At this point, wouldn't surprise me if Thanos himself walked out of that thing. Wanda!
No,
Oh, Wanda.
we were too late. She belongs to Lilith now. Death is her only chance for release.
What? Hell no! No, that's not how we work. Haven't you learned anything yet? Leave her alone, you monster!
Oh, I assure you, Miss Maximoff is free to do as she pleases.
She appears neither free nor pleased to me.
Really?
Wanda, is there something you'd like to say to your friends?
哎，我操！我以为是要打浩克，结果现在是绯红女巫在这边了。所以他的那个咒语没有错啊，的确是要找到那个汪达。
I didn't ask for your help.
的确是找到了。
I have heard a great deal.
It's all starting to make sense. Tony must have known that I would need her energies to help stabilize the reaction. Perhaps he thought her connection to the two of you would somehow prevent the inevitable slaughter about to occur. Or perhaps you're simply his canaries in the coal mine. In either case, I may have underestimated him.
You sure you're alright there, Brucey? Sounding a little unhinged.
He is starting to rant like Faustus.
我是这个绿色的是什么效果？
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Hey, 不错哦。
How about this one?
Mother, protect me.
妈的，一只重抽没了！哎呀 ，shit！
No mercy! I won't forget this.
啊，这范围不够 ，shit！
On Delta responding.
You seem confused. No one will remember.
Not looking so good over there.
The looks on your faces. Genuine astonishment. Just like before with Tony and Steve at the tower. Have we heroes always been so trusting? So gullible?
There is no we anymore, traitor. You forfeited that right when you...
哎，我靠！
Trying to save Wanda. I suppose I should add illogical to the list.
哎，没事，他只是用那个技能，没有把我们的气概用掉，吓死我了。
Chance at revenge.
哦，这困惑有点太强了。
Let me help.
I'll remember this.
This one's for you.
You're a good friend.
On Gamma, on the move.
We have to stop letting Banner get to us. Remember why we're here. Wanda, snap out of it. We don't want to hurt you.
You cannot. The mother will never let anyone hurt me. Ever again. More of Lilith's lies. I have heard such words repeated far too many times. They cannot stop us.
Respect this when you're this good.
How could you do that, friend?
Mother will never let me fall.
You shouldn't have come here.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Lose yourself. You brought this on yourself. Do not fear the mother's embrace. Let her warmth envelop you, comfort you, make you whole.
There is nothing left in her eyes. Nothing of Wanda.
Such peace. Such a harmony of energies flowing through one form. She really is something, isn't she? I always believed the Scarlet Witch was powerful, but through Lilith, Wanda Maximoff has become transcendent.
Shut up, both of you.
You were too weak for this fight. This shall be of great help.
哎，刚好。
Their strongest has fallen, but the fight remains.
Well, this encounter has certainly smashed my expectations. Come now, Bruce. Can't let yourself get too carried away. We were planning on taking them alive. Then again, Wanda?
Eliminate them.
This is over. We must leave now. Wanda, stop. It's me.
It is not her, Nico. She cannot hear you anymore.
Please.
哎呀，3颗星，不过刚刚动画长有点累的。
Did I see her almost destroy all 3 of us? Then yes.
She hesitated and then blew up the ground where you were standing. Still, Wanda's in there. Somewhere. I know it.
No! She is here!
Impossible!
Close it! Now!
What do you think I am trying to do?
No escape. No more. You were saying, Wanda. Your fault. You will be no more. Enough! I am not Agatha.
Don't say a word, Nico.
Nico,
Don't bother. Kinda just want to be left alone.
At least we tried.
Save it for a speech. I'm tired.
We can talk tomorrow, when you are feeling better.
Yeah, right. Might be a while.
I will be here.
But Wanda won't.
Ileana, are you okay?
My best friend just tried to murder me. What do you think?
But she did not. We are still alive, and that has to mean something.
It just means we got lucky. I just want to close my eyes, and when I reopen them, have this all be some nightmare.
We should both turn in for the night.
There is nothing else to do.
Good night, Ileana.
Good? There is nothing good about this Night Hunter. Nothing good at all.
Of all the reckless.
Sad I missed the action. Hunter, if you're looking for caretaker, she went to her room.
Yeah, and she,
And here I thought we were finally starting to trust each other.
They went behind our backs. Nearly cost us everything.
They were trying to save their friend, like any of us would do.
Please, I would never do anything that reckless.
Do you even hear the words coming out of your mouth anymore?
I would never do anything that reckless, given the stakes.
Really?
Okay, fine. I would never do anything that reckless today.
I give that a solid maybe.
FYI, everybody at Stark Industries would be upset with what you did. Me?
阿加莎的房间在哪里？啊，不是阿加莎，那个守墓人。
Whew, you look like hell, dear. I suppose you must feel like it too after these very rough few days.
I am not worried about me. I am more concerned with how everyone else is faring.
Not well, obviously. I am sorry you were unable to save Wanda, but at least you tried. I can't help but feel responsible for how things played out. Perhaps I pushed you too hard to save her too soon, before you, Nico, and Magic were ready.
What happened was not your responsibility. We chose to betray Sarah's trust and put the lives of everyone here in jeopardy. You did not make us.
Yes, but if it wasn't for me emboldening you, we may have avoided this whole mess.
I cannot get Wanda out of my head now, seeing her like that. I know I did not know her before she fell, but she was in so much pain. It permeated from her. I could feel it tear right through me. I just wish I could have freed her from it.
I know, dear. Me too. Maybe you'll get a chance to again. In the meantime, don't beat yourself up about it too much. And remember how much Sarah and I love you.
召唤查理。
Good girl, Charlie.
Everyone is quite rattled, aren't they? It seems there's a competition going on to see who can reprimand the young sons the harshest.
Are you participating?
I'm really glad everyone made it back safe and sound, which is impressive on its own. Trying an incantation like that at their level. One might think they would ask for a Sorcerer Supreme's guiding hand.
I am sure that they now know it would have been better with you there.
Kind of you, Hunter. I kept my composure, but I care for Wanda. It was under my watch that she was taken. There is nothing more I want than to make this right. Even if the outcome wasn't as hoped, we now know what has happened to her. I've been hearing her voice, but each time it grows fainter. By the great Agamotto will bring her back to us.
I'm very...
Caretaker? It is Hunter.
Leave me be. I'm not exactly in the mood for visitors right now.
When you do immature things, you get called immature.
啊，看来今天就这样结束了。
Tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long.
Wow, the books in this place are something else. Did you know that there is an entire section about spiders and the occult?
Peter, I am sorry you have to find out this way, but I guess it is time we talked.
You're not afraid of spiders, are you?
Terribly.
But you're Hunter. The Hunter. You're not afraid of anything.
I am a complicated being.
Huh. Is the legs? The crawling? The knowledge that the entire spider population can eat all of humanity in a year given the chance? Or is it because there is one just 6 inches away from you right now?
What? Where?
Just kidding. It's me. Actually, all this reading got me thinking, and there is something I wanted to run by you. With my spider roots, and the spiders being so occult adjacent, apparently, who knew, I can maybe be a good fit for the Midnight Suns. I'm not asking you to pull any strings for me or anything like that. I just want your honest opinion as a friend. Do you think I'd make a good candidate?
For now, you should focus on being the best you can be in every situation. And when this is all over, we can talk about your future.
Of course, of course. Either way, I would like a chance to prove myself first. Don't want anyone to say that you're giving me any special treatment.
Well, I am sure you can figure out how to make that happen.
One last question.
Yes?
If I read these books here, I'm not summoning any demons or evil spirits, right?
Have you been reading them aloud?
No.
Do not open your door to any knock that sounds unnatural or inhuman, and you should be fine.
No inhuman knocks. Got it.
哎，这个不是守墓者的房间吗？哎，靠，他房间看起来比较高级哎。我说我房间也可以弄这么高级。
Don't you think with all my knowledge, all my expertise, I could have helped save Wanda?
No.
Why?
Because we do not trust you, Strange.
Your problem, Magic, is that you don't trust anyone.
Why should I? Where were you when Wanda was taken? What have you or any of the other Avengers done to rescue her?
I thought we resolved this already. There was nothing any of us could do.
No, you resolved it out of your mind. We acted.
And had you elicited my help, you might have succeeded.
Please, you Avengers would only have gotten in our way.
I suppose we'll never know now, will we? And people say Tony's ego's big.
Enough of this. I have to attend to some issues in Limbo. Someone has to make sure we have safe passage through space-time.
Now who is running from a fight, Ileana? I try not to be someone who equates youth with folly. I wish Ileana would not look at someone with a lifetime of experience and assume incompetence. Perhaps there was more I could have done to save Wanda. But until I get back into my sanctum, I cannot see everything I once did.
Magic just does not understand what you have been through, Doctor.
Of course she doesn't. She hasn't experienced an inkling of the universe that I have.
Then why let this bother you?
You know why? I just don't feel complete. without the sanctum and all its prophetic perks. Like I'm not quite myself.
So you can no longer peer into the future. But that is not where your true value lies. Maybe it is time to reframe your place in the world.
Perhaps you're right, but I do not know where to start.
You can start by realizing that you are the Sorcerer Supreme, no matter where you rest your head.
Thank you, Hunter, for your wise counsel. Now, if you will excuse me, this Sorcerer Supreme needs to figure out a way to save us from this mess. A little friendly roughhousing among close compatriots?
How's it going, boss? You brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
这紫色卡的吗？
See you, Hunter.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company. Even a Sorcerer Supreme can't rest on his laurels.
Like playing with fire, huh?
I still say we should have built a firing range first. Practice makes perfect.
哦，没有一次性哦，那就代表可以一直抽到一直用哦。
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down. The enemy's getting stronger. We gotta do the same.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
嗯，好吧，先这样吧。
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Fine, speak.
你不是去Limbo 了吗？
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. Wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Well, look.
Nico, what are you doing in Wanda's room?
What does it look like? Ileana said this grimoire is filled with pretty powerful magic. There's gotta be something in here. Something to break the stupid spell your mother cast over Wanda so, you know, we can all go back to being normal. To being friends again.
If you intend on breaking Lilith's hold on Wanda, you are going to need to use magic as dark as hers. Are you up to that?
Have you seen me use the Staff of One? Yeah, not exactly the stuff of fairy tales. Unless you're talking about the creepy old original versions. You know, the ones that sound an awful lot like your childhood. Just because I don't go around broadcasting my dark side like some people do, doesn't mean I can't handle my fair share of dark magic. I know what I'm doing.
I never said you did not.
It all made sense in my head. We'd find Wanda, smack around a few Hydra dirtbags, bring her back to the Abbey, and Caretaker would bake her a cake. I wasn't exactly envisioning Wanda trying to murder us. Or you trying to do the same thing to her.
Wanda is fallen. It is time to accept that she is our enemy.
How about you accept that I'm not giving up on her, like ever? Well, unless you have anything to add to this free one.
哎，声音怎么被切
I'm
掉
not leaving one page unturned until I find a way of bringing her back to her senses. Till then, later. 看来今天这个主线应该差不多了。
哎，守墓人。
What brings the great hunter to see an old friend?
我靠，他在外面。 不是有个选项没开啊？怎么觉得好像有点累？
Hunter, come and talk with me a moment. I wanted to apologize for last night. I just couldn't believe what you and the rest of the Sons did, and needed time alone to process. I knew I underestimated Nico's desperation to save Wanda when I realized she swiped my spellbook. I keep thinking, if I hadn't given up on her so easily, if I had listened to them, helped them, I could have prevented them from going out on their own and risking all. Do you think they are right, Hunter? Do you think I gave up on Wanda too soon?
Try not to be too hard on yourself about what you did or did not do.
But it's my job to make the best decisions for the team with the given information. And this time, I feel like I failed spectacularly.
We are all doing our best.
It doesn't feel like it right now.
It does not have to.
Oh, I can't help but be reminded of Lilith. Maybe if I tried to save her centuries ago, we wouldn't be walking the apocalypse we're in now. Well, I ought to pull myself together and face the day. Thanks for the word, Hunter.
Mm-hmm. 他是不是在房子里啊？哎，果然他是在房子里面。
Hunter, hello.
Aw, who's a good kitty?
好吧，看来今天还是要先打一场致命战斗。哇，这么爽，都是史诗啊！
We've located some of the artifacts Hydra has been seizing, and there's still a chance to recover them. Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
No problem. Here we go again.
Love the effort.
movement.
开场没有抽到那个机会主义者是有点失败，这就是带蜘蛛人出来最重要的这个。
You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet.
Coming at you. This should help.
想要再一回合。
This one's for you.
Well, that's interesting.
No place died. Now you see me.
哎，正想用制空拳，然后就下一回就被控场了。不过应该是我刚刚也忘了看。
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But it looks like you've got another problem on your hands. One of the fallen. That truck's about to move out. You're running out of time.
But it won't stop them. Get to the artifact before they figure out what happened.
This is going to hurt.
That is one awesome suit.
You asked for it.
Aya.
Ever been punched in the face by a god? Today might be your lucky day.
I'm on it. Try this on for size.
This is the only way.
You're gonna remember me. Awaiting reinforcements.
I think you've lost your way.
哎靠，困惑。
Let's finish this.
Try harder than that.
Almost seems too easy.
Here we go.
Mother, protect me. Mother will never let me fall.
You need this more than I do.
"这么好。
Now that's a combo. "
啊，距离不够。
Hydra's in control of the situation. We'll all go together. Ready for a real hit?
Yeah, I'm liking this plan.
even pay you enough to cover your medical bills? Getting it done any way we know how? He had ways of making you talk.
Let's try this.
Here we go. Ought to improve the odds. Another round of warm bodies coming in. Yeah, you're gonna need the help.
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Let's do it.
I'd say that was a very successful outing. Good work.
哎呀，3颗星啊！太好了，正好缺一大堆精华。
A few of us are meeting up tonight. It's a book club. You're probably busy, but if not, the others said I should invite you.
A book club?
Yeah, I didn't figure the great and powerful Hunter would be into a book club.
If it is worth reading, I am interested.
All our books are worth reading. Anyway, I'm headed to the meeting. I doubt it's your thing, but if you're interested, you could tag along.
After you.
Okay then.
Oh, 原来读书会是这几个。
Blade's giving you the stink eye. Or maybe he doesn't like the punch. Either way, I think he wants to speak with you.
Here's how this works. We pick out a book, we read the book, and then next meeting we talk about the book. It's my turn to pick, so give me a minute. I need to narrow it down.
What kind of book is a book club book?
The good ones, that's the plan at least.
Did you already talk about today's book?
Well, no, there isn't one for today.
What is the best book you have read so far?
None.
You have not read any books, but you are starting a book club?
Hunter, I've read half the books in the library. I have too many favorites to list. I meant I have no book club favorites yet.
You are being evasive, and I do not know why.
This is technically our first meeting.
I thought this was a regular thing you did.
Yeah, I wanted to be. Doesn't matter how sharp your weapons are if your mind is as dull as a brick. Just give me some space. I need to find the right book if I'm going to. I need to pick the right book, okay?
All right.
笑死，原来是第一次办。这边还用屏风隔起来了。我刚才还在想说是不是什么 bug， 为什么这边有一片板子？真的是有屏风。
I hope I have time for this. I used to be in one of these with my friend Jess, but it fell apart.
What happened?
I got reassigned, she had a kid, aliens invaded, the usual.
Aliens?
Yeah, it's been a busy decade.
This is the first book club I've been to that didn't devolve into a knockdown, drag-out fight.
Must have been some book club.
A few years back, Bruce and Tony started an Avengers literature circle. First book chosen was Banner's favorite. Tony hated it. Said it was the worst poetry he'd ever read. That a mascara-blinded lab monkey could have written it better. I still don't know what that means. Turned out, it wasn't Banner's favorite book. It was Hulk's.
Oh no.
We lost 2 floors of Avengers Tower before he calmed down.
What happened next?
Black Widow invoked the "this is why we can't have nice things" rule and banned book clubs from meeting at the tower.
不知道该说什么。
All right, I made my decision.
So, what is it going to be?
The first book we'll read for book club will be The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Ooh, a classic.
Yep, that's an old book.
Way older than The Hunter.
Ah, The Art of War. I read that when I was 12.
Well, then you could reread it. See if you gain a new perspective. Our time is tight, I get it. But stop by the library and read the book before the next meeting. But I hope you read the whole thing. This book is one of my favorites.
The katana gave that away.
Yeah, I'm always around if you want to chat about it.
I'll save it for the next book club.
I could chat about it.
Nah, I'm good.
I admit, I like the low-pressure approach we're taking to book club. These things should be fun and informative. Not the high-stakes powder keg of the Stark and Banner book club regime.
What did you think of the meeting?
Seems like a great way to get to know each other.
What do you think of Blade's choice of book?
It got me thinking about a book I can choose. It'll have to be a good one to match Blade's pick.
See you later.
Next time, then.
Good girl, Charlie.
I think that went well. Carol seemed to enjoy herself. What do you think?
Blade, did you start a book club so Carol would join it?
No. Yes, sort of. We were talking about books, and I may have suggested the 2 of us read a book and talk about it. Captain America overheard and expressed interest. Carol said I was starting a book club, and he asked if he could join.
Then what?
What was I supposed to do? Say no to Captain America?
I barely know Captain America. I can tell him he has to leave book club.
Are you crazy? He and Carol are friends. And besides, you balance him out, you know? Glad you came, Hunter. But don't forget to do the reading.
All right, I will.
I'm not kidding.
What are you up so late reading?
The twisted brain drippings of that psycho Faustus? This journal is like a love letter to Aleister Crowley, the Necronomicon, Jack the Ripper, and Charles Manson, all remixed into some nightmarish open mic poetry. I'm going to be up all night trying to make sense of it, see if it helps us find our way back into the sanctum.
You are exhausted, Carol. Get some rest. You can crack Faustus's code tomorrow.
It's not that I don't appreciate the sentiment, Hunter, but I'll tap out when I'm ready. Besides, if I went to sleep right now, this nightmare juice would be sure to terrorize me with bad dreams. And when I say bad dreams, I don't mean Lovecraftian demons or Cenobites. I mean being stuck at a 12-hour poetry slam in the East Village. You know, real horror. Listen to this crap. Lilith, your name is a black hole for men like me to lose their souls. How I await to be suffocated in your arms. Choke on the dark tendrils of your hair. Murder me, goddess, and I will help you murder this dimension.
These are just the ramblings of a madman. No rhyme or reason to be found.
There must be something helpful here. Well, I ought to get back to burning the midnight oil. I got about 400 pages to go of this crap. I'll let you know what I find out.
Oh, my friend sense is tingling.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I...
Hunter, stay a while. I do not want to be alone.
Hello.
那我们先把钢铁人的友谊度冲到满哦。
Why do you have so much money?
Is a reconstituted revenant about to hit me up for cash, or...?
I mean, what is the point of having so much?
Oh, you aren't kidding. Concept of billionaire didn't exist back then, huh? What's the best way to put this? Money isn't everything, but it's a lot of things. It gets you access and greases the wheels. If you want to make big changes, money is a necessary evil.
Then you recognize that too much money is harmful.
It's indifferent. But if that leads you to your own indifference, the harm you introduce can affect the world. I don't always get it right, and money alone is rarely the answer. But if smart investments mean I can fix what's busted, I'm gonna drop that cash now and sweat the details later. Hanging with Tony's always a good time.
立刻还有对话。
Magic, are you all right?
No, Hunter, I am not. Neither is Limbo. The dark energy is increasing.
This danger you feel, have you given more thought to what could be causing it?
Yes, but I do not want to say it out loud.
It is all right to feel fear, Magic.
I am not afraid, Hunter. It's just... once I say his name, he becomes real again. Words have power. I do not want to give him any more than he already has.
He?
If I am right, you will see soon enough. But tonight, that's all I can say.
我们透过友谊的等级已经知道是梅菲斯托了，所以代表他这边的任务应该算是主线的提示，跟你的实际友谊等级能够提前获得的讯息看起来这边是他是没有做联动，有点可惜哈。看他现在录多久。 应该可以再录一小段。
Good morning, Hunter. Got a minute to chat?
You wanted to speak, Captain America?
Please, call me Steve or Cap. I know I'm a newer kid on the block, but I'm noticing some major divisions within this team. All the interpersonal drama is pulling focus from the real danger, Lilith.
I have witnessed the divisions, and I must do a better job of resolving the conflicts at hand.
Hardest lessons hit the closest to our hearts. Leading others is never straightforward or easy. It's definitely not all on your shoulders, but I respect you for taking accountability. Don't forget that you're the only one of us who's beaten Lilith and paid the ultimate price for it. You stand out here as a leader. The Midnight Suns, Strange, Carol, Tony, even me. We all look to you for our cues. It's a responsibility, and it's a tough one.
I have been a weapon all my life, to be wielded and directed by others. Leadership ability is not my forte. I would appreciate a few pointers.
Just the fact that you're willing to learn means you're on the right track.
I would benefit from your honest appraisal.
Take it step by step and build some bridges between teammates. We're all tired, but some team building might be what we need, even if it's just blowing off a little steam. Times like this, it's easy to forget we're all on the same side. You've already made the ultimate sacrifice once before. I've been there. I know what it's like to be asked to do it again and again. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger and better at making the hard calls. I've given you a lot to process, but let's pick up this conversation again soon.
What have you got for me, boss? I have high expectations for this. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
好像还缺一张女巫之火，不然就
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient
加
Egypt,
倍
I'm
好像
quitting.
可以复制手牌，好像还蛮强，而且加2点英雄气概。
I'm here if you need me. Hey, can I ask a favor?
史塔克、彼得跟罗比雷耶斯。
Thanks, Hunter.
My link with the sanctum is weak. Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels.
Caretaker could have at least left me a Let's do this.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
先这样吧。
Nico, Magic, how are they? They won't speak to me.
They're holding up, all things considered. But I wouldn't expect them to thaw anytime soon. Not when it comes to you.
I see. I understand they're still angry. I just don't want them to feel alienated from the team.
Then you shouldn't have made them feel alienated.
I know. I will try and make amends. Reach out an olive branch.
Just don't expect them to take it.
I don't believe anyone can make sense of Dr. Faustus's ramblings.
What in the... This crap just keeps getting
算了，直接过剧情好了。
You know, I think Faustus might...
Any progress on the journal?
If by progress you mean genetic experimentation recipes, demonic incantations, and what Strange here thinks is some sort of, wait for it, Lilith fanfiction Faustus wrote in a 10,000-year-old dead language...
Ancient Atlantean.
Then sure. Tons.
I actually speak a little Atlantean.
Ti o mile oth ep isith?
But I did find this.
A hole?
We think it's a shipping facility. Or smuggling. Faustus may have been a demented loon, but the man kept some pretty detailed records.
Possibly for stealing. From me.
Via the hole.
Let me guess. That's why I'm here.
Well, given the nocturnal and clandestine nature of this operation, as well as your experience in dealing with subterranean affairs...
I'll bet. Ever wonder why you people only come to me for the dirty work?
Because you're a vampire? You sleep in the actual dirt? Or a coffin?
I mean, there's sort of a point buried in there. Sorry.
Let's go.
突然觉得已经想好了这一集的标题，叫做这是吸血鬼骑士。带个那个传奇奇异博士好了。
I don't want to sound like a diva, but just once, I would like a mission on a tropical beach.
Checking out a big dark hole in the ground does not excite you?
Been there before. The thrill wears off pretty quick.
Combing through Faustus's twisted ramblings wasn't the easiest job in the world, but Captain Marvel did manage to find a spot of particular interest to the late Doctor. Judging by the Hydra activity we've picked up in the area, I'd say she's on to something.
Carol never fails to impress. Big hole.
Big horde of Hydra.
Think we finally found out how they're smuggling artifacts out of the sanctum.
Good. Then there must be a way to smuggle ourselves inside. Let me guess. Stealth, not your style?
I'm a vampire, remember? We invented stealth.
You might want to tell that to them.
Show no mercy.
Acknowledged.
If you're done showing off, why don't we move on Hydra and put an end to their artifact smuggling operation for good?
No problem. Game over.
They all still have their heads.
哦，显卡是不是爆了？怎么画面全黑了？啊
Let's give it a go. A gift from
完了完了，我要重新开始遭遇战了。真的是 what the fuck！ 再来一次。
It's over for you.
You do not have to show off for me, Blade.
Let's do this.
Interesting tactic. This won't end well for you. It's in your best interest to quit now. Let's give it a go. This should aid me in my fight. Let's try. Even the mother of demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
According to our thermal scans, this hole branches from here across the entire city. What the hell was Faustus doing down here?
You'd have to ask Crossbones.
You had your chance to escape. Hell that.
Watch and learn. The light shines on the most dutiful.
Prepare yourself.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. You were too weak for this fight.
They haven't given up yet. You have no idea what you've started.
Hydra has always sought power from the occult, but this feels different. It's one thing to steal artifacts, but this entire setup feels like a distribution center. But distribution to where?
If my mother is involved.
I'm betting it somehow involves Banner.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Better not be a fire dragoon lair. Hydra's been busy.
Whatever the hell they're doing down here. It smells wicked. Remind you of something?
The sanctum. Back door?
Gonna say yes. We serve our mother. We await the return of the midnight sun. We hate interlopers and their little brains.
I would have preferred the fire dragoon.
You're too strong for you.
Poor Eddie.
Fairly certain we found out how Hydra is getting the artifacts out of the sanctum. I'm also fairly certain that I hate this guy. Let's see if we can't shut him up.
Come closer, little vampire. Feed our eternal hunger with your eternal blood. We shall feast upon your brain forever. I can honestly say I've never heard that one before.
Together, we will prevail.
Even for Hydra. Your fate is sealed.
Mother tells us to hurry. Stand here.
It's hard for an amorphous.
You will suffer for that.
That door of his may be our best
哎
bet
靠，按
at
错。
getting through the sanctum and finally taking the fight to Lilith.
Fresh meat. Surface meat.
so much better than sewer meat. Sweet, sweet surface meat.
Yeah, I'm sure his word is true if we just ask nicely.
哦，我刚刚他妈的我要重抽暗城结束回合，耍智障了。
You're done here. Should get the blood pumping.
It's surprised they all still have their heads.
Within our reach.
This is gonna get messy.
There is no end to Hydra's reinforcements, even down here in the sewers. Deal with them if they are in the way. But Venom is the priority.
Yes. Food should not play with other food. Especially when we
Follow my wishes. Just what this battle requires.
Your time has come. Their strongest was no match for us.
Hey, Van Helsing! If you're gonna do something, now's the time!
Hang on, Dracula! This one's gonna hurt!
Purge that monstrosity! No!
Light within the darkness, return to me, child. Must not heed the call. You cannot escape our destiny.
I thought Venom's breath was bad.
It is.
You know I'm kidding, don't you, Charlie? How long was I out?
Days.
What happened?
Before or after you exploded?
The collar.
Still intact. Though, I'll admit, when Agatha and I first made it for you, we didn't anticipate the need to withstand alien energy.
Felt like more than that.
Thankfully, the venom creature didn't seem to like it either. Ran off through that gate of his, which is why Blade was able to get you home.
Next time I will send that thing straight into the abyss.
Next time, there will be no next time. I know I've been pushing things hard. Pushing you.
That's what you do.
Maybe not on this one. At least until we find a way to counteract the volatile effect of these compounding alien and mystic energies. Which reminds me, Strange and Stark have been chomping at the bit to come see you. Which, of course, I would not allow.
Hope you are not too rough on them.
Me? Of course not. Though I can't speak for Charlie. Still, wouldn't hurt to show your face around here when you're ready. People are starting to worry.
Tell me about it. Good girl, Charlie.
算了，赶快对话对话。
And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside. Being extra broody. Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield, and our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
Where is Blade?
Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but turns out your dog is part flamethrower.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tango with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just wanted to say that we don't think you should get within 50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
How does the old saying go? Slash me once, shame on you. Slash me twice.
Couldn't have said it better. It's like I'm talking to a living meme.
I would hope not. The last meme was killed during the Great Culling. Their mimic abilities made them one of the deadliest threats of the old world.
Right. Let's get back to fighting the giant alien slime monster. Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically renders them useless to us. In zombie movie terms, I need a sample from Patient Zero, the old slime ball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
Let me guess. You have a new gadget in mind for the task.
Gadget? No, not a gadget. Plans for a groundbreaking device to solve this insurmountable problem and keep you from exploding next time you fight the indestructible monster? You betcha.
I like where this is going.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sampler for now. Hey, I ran out of acronyms, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by ye old anvil over there and we can get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I might describe as a most spectacular fashion, Any side effects I should know about? Headache? Blurred vision? The urge to murder us all?
Oh, I am feeling the urge to murder now.
You do? I need to alert Caretaker. We should be monitoring you. Wait a moment. You're putting me on, aren't you?
Well, I am the hunter, after all.
Ha! Of course you are. Who would you be without your ever-charming urge to kill? But in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now. We can't in good conscience send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
My collar. I am afraid the explosion cracked it.
Cracked? How big is this crack?
Minor. Almost undetectable.
A small fissure should not be a problem. Your collar is made of tough stuff. Almost as tough as you. But if you see it expanding even a millimeter, you must, and I mean must, come to me immediately.
Absolutely. You have my word, Doctor.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
How do you do it?
Do what?
Balance both light and dark magic without becoming overwhelmed with one or the other.
Yes, I am rather well-rounded in my magical gifts, aren't I? I suppose I see magic as a tool. I use magic, but it doesn't use me. Just remember, you don't need to go pure dark or pure light unless you want to. There is room for everyone's own unique path.
Do you really think we will be able to halt the prophecy?
Halt? No, unfortunately not. Prophecies are stubborn things.
So, you do not believe I can change mine?
Anything we do would be like dropping a rock in a stream. We might stop it or divert it for a bit, but the relief would only be temporary. This prophecy will come true, one way or another.
Are you worried about what is happening to the Sanctum?
I try to keep those thoughts roped away from my own sanity. I am deathly afraid of what Lilith is doing in there. I don't think she hijacked my home just so she could rifle through my sock drawers.
I should take my leave. There is much to do.
Yes, there is. Just don't push yourself too hard. You are, after all, still part human.
哇，时间越来越晚，还剩什么主线？我还弄一弄。
I almost sent my astral form to cover more ground.
That means you were trying to ghost me?
I caution against speaking in modern vernacular as it rapidly evaporates from the pool of youthful lexicon. Then magic will say you are uncool. Ah, yes. Our last conversation afforded me valuable insight into my current state of being. Your continued confidence and honesty with me have rekindled some of my own belief in myself.
The Sorcerer Supreme is a role only one mortal in a generation can hold.
Fancy titles impress the illusion of rank upon the world, but that's all it is. A name for one who understands much, and yet so little at the same time. I am merely a man with a very useful set of skills who worked to fill a niche.
I will light a beacon every step of the way.
The doubt never crossed my mind. You have my gratitude, Hunter.
Perhaps the Sorcerer Supreme could conjure me up an ice cream cone?
Due to Stark's contractual obligations, I can only offer Avengers-themed flavors. Nobody needs the caloric marvel that is hulka burning love. A single scoop is a meal unto itself. Hunter, no matter what the outcome of our struggle is, you have not given up on me. That is a bond that carries beyond words and worlds.
Hmm. 把它搞这么远。
I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you wouldn't be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
I know who my mother is, and I know what that means for me, but I assure you, I am working hard to resist her.
Just keep being as honest with yourself as you're being with me right now, Hunter, and you might just have a chance. Might.
Just what do you think you saw?
You're telling me you don't remember what happened after that blast? Because that was some messed up shit.
Tell me.
You were crying out for your mother, calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park, while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
You need to know that I will never fall to darkness.
Who are you fooling, Hunter? You ain't infallible. None of us are.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you.
啊，自己太长了，救命啊
You fought Venom, Hunter?
Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my stories. It's all in the wrist, really.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Always a pleasure.
Why are you smiling?
Because you're dead. Hangman.
Damn it.
No offense, Hunter, but you suck. I couldn't have come up with an easier answer.
The irony of a Dampier telling me that I suck is not lost on me, Eric.
Hey, keep it down or this game isn't the only thing you'll be losing tonight.
Is that why you brought me here? To tell me how much I suck at parlor games?
Actually, I'm here to tell you how much you don't suck. You're turning out to be one of my favorite people, and I don't like people.
Well, we do have a lot in common. For instance, we both like to spend our time stabbing things with swords and stakes.
Only if they deserve to die.
Lucky for us, there are a lot of demonic creatures walking the earth who deserve that fate these days.
And even luckier for you, you're not one of them. Been a while since I've had someone to lean on who handles their inner demons with as much swagger as you do. You remind me of this guy I used to work with, Hannibal King. He knew how to walk the line between good and evil without falling off, not unlike you.
Hannibal? What a villainous name. Did he actually dine on people?
No, man. I mean, he was a vampire, but not the worst of them. Turned out to be someone decent. We worked together to track down the vamp who killed my mother, Deacon Frost. He didn't have to help me, but he did. Proves that even the baddest of the bad can still have a heart, even if it's not beating. Resisting succumbing to your own darkness takes a shitload of willpower. I'm proud of you for resisting yours. Just don't fall off the wagon.
What happens if I do?
Then I'll just have to kill you, just like I killed my mentor Jamal.
You never told me what happened with that.
Well, here's the abridged version. Dracula turned Jamal into a Class A Nosferatu, and I had no choice but to put him down. Hardest thing I ever had to do. But mark my words, Hunter. If you ever go 100% evil on me, I won't think twice about taking you out too.
I would do the same for you, you know.
What do you mean?
If you ever became a danger to others, I would stake you in a heartbeat.
Well, let's hope it never comes down to that. Already lost enough friends that way. Don't want to lose another.
Then here's to not killing each other.
I'll drink to that. Oh, and Hunter, this blood's for you.
应该还剩弹琴室还有2个人。好，看一下。这集真是他妈好久没有录这么长。都对话完了。
You're one tough cookie, Hunter. Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust. We learned that it takes more than an energy blast straight from hell to wipe you out.
True.
And that blade? He's an asset.
I owe him my life.
Yeah, he gets 5 stars from me. And ass-kicking abilities aside, he's pretty on point with his movie references. Outside the mission stuff, I gotta say, I had my doubts about Blade. The brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of preference between a Chicago style versus New York, which is just plain wrong. But the more I see him in action, the more I think he might be an okay dude.
It does not come naturally to him, you know. He has to work at it.
Work at what?
Keeping his blood-sucking urges in check.
See, that makes me think even more of him. Some of us are born bad or just to bad circumstances, but it's who we choose to be that separates the wheat from the chaff. I have to admit the thought of working with a vampire originally gave me the creeps. But then I realized that if I stayed away from every person who had a demonic side, I wouldn't have any friends. Present company included, Hunter. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you were, and it turned into a full-blown cooler talk. Better get back to work before the boss notices. Catch you later.
Caretaker, are you all right?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I know you're on your feet and seem fine after that explosion with Venom. But I know all too well from experience that sometimes the worst injuries are not visible to the naked eye. So, please tell me, Hunter, are you actually as fine as you seem this morning? Or should I be worried?
No, Caretaker, I am not. My collar, the explosion, it cracked it.
Cracked?
Yes.
I feared this would happen. Venom was filled with your mother's power. It would be naive to think it couldn't fracture even our best defenses against her. At least cracked doesn't mean broken. Not yet, at least. You will have to work doubly hard to rein in your darkness. Your actions and words mean more than ever now. Make sure you use them with integrity.
I understand.
Yeah, well, I guess I should stop fussing over you and go see what horrors Hydra has in store for us today. As you were, Hunter.
哦，好了，哦，这集太长了啊，实在是不该这么有野心，一直想录2个剧情的。果然后面的对话还是挺多的。那剧情上，我不晓得我真的不晓得我能不能光明与黑暗的这个数值到底会不会影响结局的部分。如果会的话，我觉得这游戏其实还不错；如果不会的话，或者是只是过程，或者是同伴会变的话，我也觉得也还行啊。因为这种感觉，这种超级英雄电影不太可能多结，超级英雄游戏感觉不应该会有多结局，应该都是王道线性这种感觉。好，那好了，时间也不多了，我也不讲废话了，因为太晚了，录了2个小时，好久没录那么久。好了，那以上就是我们今天这个漫威午夜之子的游玩内容了。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。